I don't know.
You didn't share it?
Well, not this one. The other one I did because I have my I have whoever can post on my page blocked just in case spammers try to get some of my influence. So I cut them back.
And people can't post on my page either because I was getting a lot of dick pics.
No,
I can't take that much dick. It's too much for me. So nobody can post on my page. Besides that, if my page is open for posting, then people wish me a happy birthday. And that's just tragic.
Why is that?
Because
you don't want to celebrate. You didn't want to celebrate when your parents had sex? That's not enjoyable.
Oh, no. No.
You look so 1920s with your little antique teacup and your hat and everything. You're just like, boop, boop, redo. Boop, boop. Anyway.
I'm going back. I told you I'm aging. I'm going back in time.
Yeah, you're doing the 1920s OnlyFans. I'm only going to show you my ankles.
I just watched a documentary.
See my clavicles? I'm so sexy.
That's a nice clavicle. I'm very aroused right now.
Oh, you should be. You should be.
So let's go back to OnlyFans. I just watched a documentary. I think it was on Netflix because I wasn't really sure what OnlyFans is. But now that I've watched the documentary, I feel like I'm missing out on a potential stream of income, Amos.
Yeah, you are.
Possibly. Do you think I could make money by showing people my clavicle? What about my ulna?
Yes, that is very niche. That's very niche. I was thinking about showing my butthole. So, but I changed my mind. I can't bend because I got a big belly, so I can't like bend right to get, the angle and camera. So I'm not in
Of all the body parts, why would you want to show your anus?
Why not?
Well, I don't really have a good reason.
Okay, well, but it's a private part. It's a dirty part. It's dirty. It's my dirty bits.
Ooh.
And if people want to pay for my dirty bits, I mean, lots of girls get dick pics all the time. How many booty hole pics do they get? Hey, baby,
so I will admit, I don't have any booty hole pictures, but I did at one time have the best. I had the best ass picture. I did have one. It was so wonderful. I would love to post it everywhere.
Of your sphincter or just of your ass?
No, not a close up. Nobody needs to see the puckery details.
No, it's just a balloon knot. You want to share that?
A balloon knot. This escalated quickly.
You started it.
I did start it. I've been wanting to get into some trouble, Amos.
Well, OnlyFans isn't the only site that you can make money off of. Also,
wait, but OnlyFans is very mainstream now that Disney stars are posing.
But the only bad thing with OnlyFans right now, there are some religious groups that have been messing with them. So there was a problem with people getting paid because it wasn't allowing certain credit card for a little bit. I don't know how it was resolved already. Sex worker issues. Don't worry about it.
Do you have to do? I watched one guy and he does not do any sex. He just posts pictures of his very well sculptured body.
Okay, well, I can show pictures of my dad bod.
There's a comedian that's on there. Have you not watched the Netflix special? You didn't do your research.
Clearly, I did not. Because there's a plethora of comedians, and not that I think that I'm awesome or anything, but some just don't make me laugh, and I don't like their content, so I don't watch everyone. I just don't.
Most comedians don't make me laugh.
Because it's like, when you have a sense of humor and it's like somebody's saying something that you thought of, it doesn't get you excited,
That's not
honestly,
why.
oh, that's not why.
I know for me, some comedians just try too hard to be
Well,
funny,
it
and
depends
it's just
on
not
who you're
funny.
talking about. It depends on who you're talking about and why you think they're trying too hard. Now, if you're talking about like my level people, yes, we're trying damn hard. People that are like open micers, yes, trying way, way too hard. And they really have not done their research on knowing that, okay, maybe I shouldn't try this untested rape joke that three other people have done before me the same night. Like my take on it
Ooh,
is going to be so much better. Like, no, no, new guy.
will you tell me a rape joke, please?
I don't have any. I don't tell those kinds of jokes.
What?
Sorry.
You don't know one good rape joke? I don't know a good rape joke, actually. I
Yeah.
know
So
zero
yeah.
good rape jokes.
Right, and there are very few. You know, well, there's lots of jokes that's the kind of joke that's really tough to get by because you got to be really likable and you've got to take such a take on it that hasn't been done. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, they've been
But
done. They've been all done. Unless you talk about
that would.
what? Well,
I
I don't
have
want
a
to cut you
horrible
off.
habit of. I have a horrible habit of talking over people, Amos.
Okay, well, I like to hear people, so I'll stop talking.
I'm never going to talk again. Let's just sit here and blink at each other. Okay, now you go. Back to the rape joke.
I don't have any. I told you I don't have any. Oh no! Wait! I have a molestation joke though.
That's grosser than rape because molestation is children.
Well, technically, yes. This whole situation. Okay, I'll tell it to you because this is way great. Okay. I think it's fantastic, and I love the joke, and I'm going to keep on telling you. One of my favorite jokes, one of my first jokes. Okay, so when I was younger, with my teenage years, you know, me and my friends, we would hang out, like especially during the summertime. You know, we'd hang out doing whatever, you know, playing basketball. Whoever lived closest, that's where we go. You know, eat dinner, and then maybe spend the night. You know, sleep over, and then have fun the next day, right? Well, one night we're talking about girls, laughing, all this other kind of stuff. Then it got quiet. You know, when you're having that sleepover and everything is dead quiet, and everybody wants to laugh, but for some reason, my friend Chris was like, "Hey, Amos." I was like, "What?" So, what would you do if you woke up and I was going down on you? I was like, pretend like I was asleep, bust a nut, and be like, "Hey, you ruined our friendship. No means no." You know, he's like, "Oh no, just stop telling jokes, Amos. What would you do?" And I was like, "I don't know. Why are you even asking?" He said, "Because I was at Ryan's house 2 weeks ago, and that
Oh
happened to me."
no.
Then my friend Aaron was like, "Oh my God, I was at Ryan's house last week, and he did that to me." And I was like, "Ryan never invites me over." Okay, so that's a joke, but true story. Absolutely true story. Names have not been changed.
I have a question.
So, no,
What
Ryan
color were
still
your
never.
Well, that's the thing is maybe
Ryan
it's
still
because
never
you have a
invited me
big
over.
penis.
Who says
Maybe
I
it's
have a
because you have
big
a big
one?
penis. Do you have a small penis?
Well, let me put it to
Is
you
that
like
a
this.
polite question to ask?
Well, you know, for somebody that doesn't like to get dick pics, why does it matter?
Well,
Okay.
I don't mind getting dick pics, but they all really just look like gooey ducks to me. So
Ew. No, not
that's
all
my
of them.
point.
Some of them look like
Well,
gooey ducks. Some look like chicken necks. You know, some look like goose necks. You know, some look like little mushrooms. You know, some look like long mushrooms. Some look
very
like
long mushrooms
yeah,
with
yeah.
little heads.
Some. I was told some look like little fingers and some look like pencils. You know, there's lots of variety out there. So when people say, "Oh, they all just look like," no, it's not true. That's like saying all vulvas look the same. And they don't. Some are like cute little
Vulva.
clamshells. Some are like wavy, like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know. So yeah, get in there, have fun. So to answer your question, I got on ancestry.com and I found out that I am 40% Nigerian. Okay.
Okay.
Then you know, so I'm like, oh, let me do some research on Nigeria. Then I came across this interesting fact that the average penis size in Nigeria is 10 inches. But
Okay.
I'm 40% Nigerian.
Oh, you have a deficit. Wait, what's the rest of you?
Why the shortage? There's got to be some other genetic reason for the shortage.
Well, I'm not assuming you're short. I mean, well, wouldn't you want to be short? 10 inches is a long dong.
You know what? I don't want to be penetrated, so I don't know what's the proper size. So I'm gonna stick with that. I rather penetrate than be penetrated, and I've only had a few complaints. One was by my whoring, cheating second wife. She liked her guts being beat up, and I just get into the canals, just yeah. I'm like a Venetian. I get into the canals.
What does that entail? I'm trying to envision I'm trying to envision
I'm using my metaphors. My metaphors. See, once you go through the vulva, and then there's a canal, and then there's the uterus.
Oh.
Yeah. So I get in the canals. I'm not saying how deep I get. I mean, I may be hitting shore. I may not.
I have a canal.
Maybe you don't. I don't. Maybe
that's
there's
pretty
no
impressive.
depth to your shallowness. I have no idea.
I don't know either. I'm gonna have to explore myself later.
Okay,
Wow.
Get pictures.
No, we're over the pictures.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
They have those lighted cameras. You can use them for your ear, but I mean, if you use that, then you can see the depth and width. Yeah, give your own a pap smear. You know what I mean? Hook it up.
This is a delicious conversation. It's titillating.
It's like, why is this dude talking so much about vaginas? How does he know?
We've covered OnlyFans, penis, vagina.
We didn't really cover it. We touched, we skimmed.
I want to go back to the OnlyFans thing because it's fascinating.
Why is that fascinating? I have not signed up for it. And
because the celebrities are doing it, Amos.
Well, because everybody's doing it. When they saw like the Catch Me Outside girl, when she turned 18 to join OnlyFans, 1 million subscribers.
Oh my god!
She already made money, but she made millions just off of that. Porn stars are doing it. Influencers are doing it. I've got some
Disney
people
stars.
that I know that are doing it. Oh, I know you said Disney stars, but they may or may not be getting naked. But that's if you can make some money, hustle.
Yeah, I don't really think that that's for me though.
Why not? You don't. I mean, you could just eat sip tea in your 1920s garb.
I want to eat pizza naked.
You could eat pizza with your clothes on too.
Oh, okay, that's even better. So people will pay me to eat pizza.
You could probably. I have no idea. I don't know. I do have a friend who got on to show her feet, and she was getting some money, but she was more getting propositioned for other things, and she was just trying to show her feet. So
yeah, I don't want to show my feet. I'm good. I'm good on the feet. I don't have a foot fetish.
Well, yeah, you don't have to have a foot fetish, but the people that pay you should.
I don't want them to worship my feet. I would like them to pick a different body part.
I think if that's what the market is asking for, that's what you should do. What if they want elbows?
Those people are weird.
Elbows. So who else is going to be paying money for that? You think normal people that can actually get some action are like, hey, you know what? Forget this live person. I'm going to get on OnlyFans. Of course, weirdos with fetishes and other things. How else are you going to get that stuff filled?
Yeah, no. There's got to be other ways of making money.
There are.
Like selling drugs?
Sure, yeah. Legal, illegal, like coffee. That's a good good drug that's being sold. You can have a coffee stand. That's a good drug stand. You
With
can
naked
show.
baristas.
You could, or how come nobody does a dude? Guys got to have like a banana hammock, out there. I mean, I've heard some people
Mm.
tell jokes about it, but it's like nobody's done it. You should have a dude just like with a banana hammock. Just here's your latte. You want a grande? It's like, no, bro, that's not a grande.
You know why it's
That's
a
a
turn
two
off,
piece.
though,
Mm-mm.
Amos? It's a turn off. You know why? Because guys
Well,
that
turn
do
off
that
for
kind of
you.
things are, for me, because they're usually gay. Like the guys that
Not
like do
always.
that sort of thing. Oh, but most of the time, especially if you go watch the Chippendale dancers, they're all having sex with each other after the show. I'm
Not
not
all
into
of
it.
them.
It's gross.
Not
Mm-mm.
all of them. One of the first Chippendale shows I ever went to, it wasn't Chippendale, it was like a local Tacoma one, because I was working at this nightclub, and I was going to be emceeing after the show, but they were like, "Hey, I'll pay you to take pictures." Nobody else is going to be doing it, so I was like, "All right, shoot, I'll do it." A place filled with women, that were horny as all get out. I did not understand how hot and bothered these women would get. Hot and bothered. They were groping like crazy, dude. I got fellatio 3 times that night. And all I
Fellatio,
want,
as in
I got my dick sucked. I got my dick sucked
you
3 times
did.
by 3 different people after I was like groped and grabbed throughout the show. Yes.
How does that
Yeah.
even go? How does that happen? So you're just like walking along doing your job, and this girl's like, "Hey there, big boy. I can't have sex with the Chippendale dancers, but you're here. So will you please pull down?" How does that go? How did it like? Is that too much information? Because I want to
Um.
know how to be a player. How do I play the game?
Well, okay. So in this particular situation, this was early 2000s. So the game was a little bit differently than it is now. Then in that situation, it was no holds barred. Wasn't hey, excuse me, sir. What? No, that it didn't happen that way. Basically walking by, grab ass, grab ass. I'm like, yo, I'm not part of the show, and I literally said that. I was like, yo, I'm not part of the show, but you could be. Whatever, be.
Oh.
I got to take pictures. So I'm about my money. Whatever. And then one of them grabbed me and pressed me against the wall and pulled my pants down. Her friend was like holding on to me and literally like that in the back by the coat rack. That's the first time it happened. Later on that night, I would say after that show was over, something similar was happening, dancing with a girl, and one of her friends just put her hands in my pants, and the other one was grabbing my butt and just fondling me, and then one went down and put it in her mouth. And this is
How old were you?
during the I was in my so this is like 15 years ago. So
Yeah.
I was about 30, 34, 35, somewhere around there.
I'm thinking about refractory period.
Refract? What do you
Because
mean? Oh,
because every time you come, like it's gonna take longer to come the next time. So like by the third
oh,
lady, she's
I
probably
didn't, I didn't,
tired.
I didn't say I nutted.
Oh, you did it.
No, no,
Oh,
just
it was anticlimactic.
correct. And the
Is
third
that
one
even
was a
enjoyable?
Hummer. Yes, yes, it is.
What is a Hummer besides that
Oh,
car you drive?
that's when they hum while they're doing it,
Oh.
and then pull it out. Yeah, I know girls don't do that no more. That was so early 2000s.
Is it
You know,
really
if
enjoyable to have a Hummer?
have oh wait, never mind. I was going to ask a dumb question, but I'm not gonna put your business in the streets.
Oh, I know, but I'm putting yours in the street. I'm like, tell me
That's fine.
tell me everything. I want to
Okay, so
know.
let me get this straight. Dude goes down on you doing different things. You're not like, okay, I like this, I like that, and nobody ever tried to hum. Nobody ever.
Yeah, yeah, that's happened. But see, here's the thing.
Ooh.
I laugh a lot in my head. So
right. And I know you don't like the going down anyways. That's not your thing.
I don't. How do you know?
So,
I've talked about this before.
Yes, you have.
Thanks for paying attention. Yeah, I really am not into it. Yeah, you don't need to go down there. I'm good.
Yeah, well, for some people, like.
I'm not, no, I don't like it.
I personally, I like doing it. I love doing it.
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, I don't care how much she enjoys it. I like it.
Yeah. Nope. That's a no for me.
They'd be like,
I'm in my head a lot.
Nope. I'm not done yet.
I'm not done yet. So, how do you navigate being a comedian in the politically correct culture that we are in these days? Because we started off pretty racy today, and I'm like, whoa, I wonder if Facebook's going to ban us.
Is this on Facebook?
Well, yeah, we're streaming live.
Oh. now I want to see it. I'm going to get on my phone and look at it.
I don't think you're supposed to do that, but you can.
Oh, thanks. I'll do what I want.
Do what I want.
I'll do what I want. How do you find it? Did you
go to my? You go to my page.
Oh, okay. Ambrosia.
That would be me.
Mm-hmm. Gift of the gods, food of the gods. Are
you still there? Are you looking into your phone? Are you trying to watch yourself? Are you voyeuristic?
Yes.
You are.
And what's the other? What's the other one when you like and you like to show off? I forgot. Exhibitionist. I'm also a little bit of an exhibitionist. Yes.
So is that okay? So you like to have sex in public? You like to have sex in public places?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
What's the no?
The no is there are some situations where I was more nervous of who was watching than I was of just enjoying the moment. And there are times when I was totally about the moment and didn't care what everybody thought. So it's kind of different. It's like depends on where you're at. Like this one girl, she wanted to get busy on this busy street in Tacoma in a neighborhood that I wasn't comfortable in. So I was like, nah, B, no. But she was on the wine, you know.
That wine.
Yeah, she was on that white girl wasted stuff, you know. So.
I'm trying. Were you in Hilltop? Where were you at in Tacoma?
Yes, Hilltop.
So you got
precisely Hilltop. Yes.
You got crackheads around festival. You.
Yeah, it's just like there's people, and I'm like, I know you're hot and heavy right now, but let's go home. We're grown-ups. We are grown. We both have beds. We both have houses. Let's go to one of them. But no. I need it now. Yo, come on.
Next to the crackhead.
It's 20 minutes away. Come on, let's go. No, she's all mad. You're rejecting me. Yeah, if that's what you say, yeah. I'm rejecting you until we get to the house. Because we're grown. We can have sex on the bed. We can have sex on the couch.
So you made her wait then?
Yes, I did.
Did she was she still like, did you ruin the mood?
Not for me.
You're like, it's all about me. It's all about me.
Hey, yo, safety first. I was sober. I was driving. Let's go. She had plenty of wine to hold her off for 20 minutes.
Do you like having sex with people that are drunk?
On occasion, yes. It depends on how drunk.
What about roofied drunk?
I've never experienced that.
I was just fucking with you.
I never want to experience that. I like consent. Consent is very important to me. Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, if a guy is drunk and it's not the,
Well, yeah, but there's operational issues at that point.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that junk in boxing. You got to get the right alcohol levels to still be able to function well and have a good time. I don't get drunk, so it's not like who's running the train out there?
We live right next to the train station.
Oh, seriously? Okay, cool.
So
I was
I'm
I was
along the
wondering why that was like such a loft-like place.
so I live along the Thea Foss waterway, so the water is right there, the train's on the other side, and the city is right up the way.
I almost moved in there when they first built those. Almost.
How come you didn't?
Um, because I didn't like the access. It was too bachelor-like. It was too bachelor-like.
Yeah, I'm liking the city life right now. I'm definitely, because I did the whole married white picket fence house, gardening, suburbia. And now my daughter's grown up and going to college. I'm very much have become a minimalist. I don't want to own a lot of things. I want to save my money and invest, that sort of thing.
Well, no, I get that, but for me, where I live is part of my investment because I don't want to have to keep on paying that rent. So that's why I'm going through this, getting a house. One, because the whole renting thing is I'm just so over it because it's not beneficial to me. To others, it might be, but it's not beneficial to me. But I also am not one to keep on rolling the equity out of my house. I want it paid off. So I actually have something that I own and I have a place to live that might take them a couple of years to take from me if I don't pay stuff. But I'm paying stuff. So, that's going to save me a ton of money in the future on rent. So it's a smart investment in my opinion. I didn't get a house till I was 40 something,
How old
so
are you?
I am going to be 50 in November.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and so November I'm going to have a birthday party and it's going to be a 1550 birthday party because my kid's going to be 15. I'm 50 because our birthday is in the same month. So it's going to be a group birthday party with comedy, DJ, games, tacos because it's going to be a mock quinceañera because I'm not marrying them off or nothing like that. So yeah, it's going to be.
You have one son, correct?
Yes, I only have one child.
And he's going to be 15, so he's 14 now. Do you see how I did the math there? I'm so smart.
You are, yes, brilliant. Brilliant. Yes.
And you've been a single dad for how long?
Since I divorced his mom.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that was how old is that kid now? 12 years ago. 12 years ago. Yeah, but I became a sole parent about 5 years ago. And she passed away.
Sole parent, she passed away, and she died. How did she die?
Oh, lonely and broke. I'm sorry. That's sorry.
Does your son get mad that you make jokes about his dead mom? Like, sorry, your mom's dead. That sucks. Really sucks. But she was a bitch. I just want to say it. Like, was she that bad?
Not to some. I think she was kind and loving to some. Not to me, but to some. No. You know what? I've asked him about it, and he was just like, But he used to make jokes like, you had sex with my mom. I'm like, yo, if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be here. So laugh all you want, okay?
I really love jokes that are inappropriate, though they're my favorite jokes. The jokes that you're not supposed to say, the ones that are bad. I like bad jokes. I do.
I do too, but to pull off a bad joke, you have to talk to the right audience and you have to present it well. A lot of times, the people that do appreciate when I talk like that is people that had horrible spouse, you know, went through a divorce and they understand the pain. So they're like,
So that's most
yeah,
people.
most people, yeah. There's
Yeah,
some people
yeah.
that had a loving spouse that was fantastic, uh, and it was a great loss for them. Some other people, it's like, oh, divorce. Thank goodness for this divorce. But I love inappropriate jokes. I do them all day, every day. I cannot help myself. But
And
it's like
what
finding the
happens?
right angle, is the tricky part.
What happens when you are at a venue that, and you've got your set plans and you're at a new place and you get in there and you realize that it's probably not going to be the right crowd for your material. Does that ever happen?
Yes, quite often. Uh, quite often. Because it's like there's material that I want to do that I'm happy with, that I really want to do or I'm excited about. And go in there and it's not the kind of crowd that would appreciate it. So I have a choice: either ditch it or do it anyway.
What do
There
you
are times,
usually do? Do it anyway?
well, it really depends on my state of mind because nowadays I'm a little more versatile, so I can adjust the same jokes that I can make dirtier. Uh, I can do them cleaner, and so that's what I do. I mean, it doesn't take away from the joke. I just have to adjust the timing and punchline. If they like dirty, like I made the mistake. I did a show a couple of weeks ago. Not really a mistake, but I could have gotten super dirty, but did not take the opportunity because that's not where my mindset was. But they were loving the dirty jokes, and I had at least three doozies that would have done fantastic in that room, and I dropped the ball on it. I should have done it, and I'm sad that I did not do it. I still regret it just a little bit.
What
But there are
held you
times
back? What made
I,
you not do
I
it?
I wasn't prepared for it, and it didn't dawn on me until halfway through. No, I wouldn't say about where I was trying to dial it down a little bit. Where I was like, okay, I'm about done. So let me end it while my flow is good. But I would have had to remember it, and then I probably would have botched it if I did it unprepared. Does that make sense?
It does. It sounds very complicated.
Well, not really. Okay, so whenever you're writing anything, you have what you want to get across. And when you have time to actually go over the words, there's a flow to the message that you're trying to get across. And if you are doing it sequentially to build up to something, then you want that sequence to go the way it's been practiced and put together. And you know that you say this is going to get a laugh. You say this, it's going to get a bigger laugh. And you do this, they're going to fall on the floor. I mean, they don't always do everything like that in that order. But let's say that you miss one or two. Three, you know for sure that you're going to get them on three. But if you only do three, you miss buildup. I mean, just like foreplay and sex, you've gotta have the foreplay. I mean, quickies are fine and everything, but it's the buildup, it's the thought, it's your feelings. All that stuff is the buildup until the action, and then when the action, it could be just mediocre, but because of the buildup, it's dynamite. And you're like, oh, it's the greatest ever. And it's like, no, it's 4 inches. It's 4 inches. You just were ready and hot for it.
I've been having a really hard time with the foreplay thing lately.
Well, you're in a relationship. That's why you got things to do. You got things to do. Is like, do this so I can finish the laundry.
Is that what it is? It's because I'm in a relationship.
I think so. That's my personal opinion. Yeah.
Huh.
Because you know what it takes to get you where you need to be. He knows what it takes to get you where you need to be. And why do all the messing around? Because you both know where you're at. You know what you want. Sometimes the whole date night is good, but most of the time it's like, yo, I need this before I go to this meeting.
I love that you have my sex life figured out.
It's not your sex life. It's just people in a comfortable relationship, that's just how it is. You know, some people that keep things awkward, you know, they still need it. Because my last actual girlfriend, she was weird like that. She always wanted it, but she had to create some kind of tension before she got it. That was her foreplay, trying to fight with me and argue with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if she didn't have some kind of drama, it just wasn't there for her. And then after she got where she needed to be a couple of times, then she was like, okay, now I can smoke some weed, or I need to do this, and okay, see you later. I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, I see how it is. Yeah.
So did you guys break up because you got tired of fighting with her?
Oh, very much. She was very disrespectful, very disrespectful, and it was like, I'm too old for that. You know, fighting for no good reason at all. I can just go on and on. You know when your kid looks at you is like, why are you putting up with this? When her kid looks at you like, why are you putting up with this? You know, when two teenagers are like, yo, she's got to go. I'm like, sex is fun though, but yeah, you're right. Okay, gotta do what I gotta do.
So, are you dating then?
No.
Wait,
no.
Were you humming right there? That was your humming.
Yeah, that was my hummer. Oh, that reminds me of another dirty joke of mine that I don't do anymore. But anyway,
do it. Are you going to tell me the dirty joke?
Oh, well, okay, yeah. This joke actually kept me from getting booked for a while. It was one of my first jokes. It's a long joke.
Do it.
Okay, so one second.
He's like, I got to get my serious joke.
Well, no. There was a knot in my headphones, and it was really bothering me, and I had to get it out. I could not just. I'm not OCD or anything, but I care about my cords. These are my DJ headphones, so I was like, yo, I gotta make sure. Why was that not in there in the first place?
Look at this. You want to see something? Watch, I show you something. Hold on. Oh. Who's that person? William Nobles.
He loves that joke. That's my friend, Will. Big Willie style. Yeah, he loved that joke. Basically, I can't do it in its entirety because it's like
why?
The build-up thing. Because it's the build-up thing.
Oh, give me some foreplay then. Like we can have rushed foreplay.
We'll have rushed foreplay.
Hurry up! I got 5 minutes. Do it.
It's not that long of a joke, but okay. So. See, I gotta remember because I haven't done it in years. I mean, okay, okay. No, I'll just give you that the other part. Okay,
just the
I talk about how I love going down, and I would hook my wife up, but she wouldn't hook me up. You know, it was like I was I mean, please, baby. No, please. See, I need a microphone. I can't even do this joke right without a microphone now. So forget it. I'll just get to the bar. All right, fellas, you take care of your old lady, right? Yeah. You got. My kid took my mic for his because he does like role playing, gaming and stuff, and I'm just like, why are you taking my equipment, bro? This is my equipment. But anyway, I gotta buy doubles of everything. That sucks. Anyway, okay, so. Yeah. Okay. So, fellas, you go down on your ladies. Sometimes they go, yeah, woo, but most of the time they're kind of quiet. It's like, come on, you gotta hook up your ladies. Okay, to make it fun for you and fun for her, you gotta do a little something. I was like, some people do the alphabet. That's not what I do. I hum a song. My song is Mission Impossible. Let me demonstrate, and then I act like I'm cleaning off the vulva and everything. So. Yeah, actually, I made that joke because of the Hummer that I got at that back club back in the day. That was like one of my friends. Yeah, and I was like, I don't know. Some people might like Flight of the Bumblebee. You know, it's whatever floats your boat.
How the hell would you be able to have how would you be able to have an orgasm with somebody singing to your vagina or vulva? It's so funny that you call it a vulva. I guess that's what it is. Vulva.
Just like it's men have a penis. Yes. And
I know, but the clinical names, it's the clinical names that get me. They're
I like it only because I have jokes around some of the stuff. So it's like it's so embedded in me that I like to say, like when I say like the vulva, I keep on saying that. You say you don't know how old the lady is until you see the crow's feet on her vulva.
Dun dun dun.
Right. And some people are like, oh yeah, mine's always had wrinkles. Mine doesn't have wrinkles. You know, they do.
I can't see down there. It's hard to. I'm not flexible enough.
Anyways, they have mirrors. They have mirrors.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I tried to take pictures with my cell phone one day, and I'm like laying on the kitchen floor, and I'm trying, and I could not get a good picture. It just looks scary.
See, that's why you suck at OnlyFans.
I know. I don't think I'm meant to be in the sex industry.
Get yourself a tripod, and back it up a little bit, and work it out.
No, it's just not for me. Oh, Daphne made a comment. Do you want to hear what Daphne has to say?
Yes. Who's Daphne?
Daphne is my friend. We went to grade school together. Daphne. She said vulva.
Vulva, yeah. Vulva.
Mm-hmm. And then she said, once again, the miles on the vulva sound like a freaking car.
Yeah, a Volvo.
Car.
A Volvo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Volvo.
A Volvo. Yeah. It's such an odd word, isn't it? Odd?
No, it's not an odd at all.
Volvo.
I love Volvo. I love
Volva.
it. Volva.
Vulgar vulva.
No, it's not vulgar. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful.
It's beautiful. I love all the vulvas. So do you like vulvas better than penises? But that's pretty obvious, right?
Yes, I do. I do not like penises.
Penises are great though, even though they are odd looking.
Okay, mine is fantastic. It makes me feel great, but I don't take pictures of it. I do share it with people, some women actually, not just people. I was just like, hey, no, I'm very, very, very selective. With who I share it with.
What's your gender pronoun?
I guess if I have to have one, he and him. But I'd rather you just call me my name. If I have to have one, just call me my name. That's okay.
I don't want to be a pronoun.
I don't like the whole thing, and every time that I'm around people, because I actually went to a party where everybody had, you had to put your pronouns because it was like,
oh God, why would you go?
Because there was supposed to be sex happening. It was.
Would you want to have sex with those people though? Really? Where you have to actually identify your pronoun before you can get any action?
Well, see, the funniest part to me was the fact that several of those people that had their pronouns didn't go by the pronouns that they posted.
That's odd. They must be confused.
And then my friend that invited me, she was just like, just call them by their name. And I'm like, perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't care about your pronoun. Just give me your actual name and I will call you that. Then we don't have to go he, she. I just say your name over and over and over again. Yeah. Like, Amber, did you do that? Amber, you like that dress? Yeah.
I love it when you call me by my name. That's so refreshing.
Yeah.
So have you seen the newest pictures of Elliot Page, who used to be Ellen Page?
Mm-mm.
Well, let me just tell you, he is very impressive. I think his gender program, I think he's a he, but he used to be a she. But he has the nicest abs. He, she. I think he's a he now, and maybe not a they. But anyways, the transformation is phenomenal. Like hard male pecs, like amazing abs, and definitely Ellen now looks like an Elliot for sure. Like, I think she must have had, they must have chopped off the breasts and made pecs, because the photo was phenomenal. I wish I had it to show you.
I don't think it was a chopped off thing. It was probably a suctioning action to remove the mammary glands. But okay,
is that what they do?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Do you watch plastic surgery videos? Did you ever watch Nip Tuck? Did you watch Nip Tuck?
Wow, you are so 1900s right now.
Yeah. Nip Tuck was great.
No, I couldn't get into it. I could not get into it.
Oh, yes, used to be a she, but now a she. Wait,
okay,
this is Elliot Page.
The same? Okay, so it's still the same.
But no, because it used to be Ellen. I'm not saying it. See, now I'm being offensive to the transgender comedian comedy. See, that's what I like. I like to make jokes, inappropriate jokes that make people cry.
No, that was a faux pas. That was a faux pas that you tried to cover up. That wasn't a joke.
No, there's no cover up unless you're in politics. Politics.
Oh, that's spin. That's spin. No, now it's just straight up lying. I remember when they used to just spin it. Now they just lie. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. I have got the videotape. No. I don't know where you got the video. Yeah, that wasn't me. You did it 5 minutes ago. No, that wasn't me. I didn't do that. No. And people go for it.
Do you think most people lie?
Oh, no. No. I think I guess it depends on what you mean. There are measures of untruth that people do, but their perception of reality may adjust that. So I don't know for certainty. I do know some
like liars?
people. No, I don't like liars, and I don't like people that hide the truth. Most of my friends will tell me brutally honest stuff because that's how I talk to them. They won't do that in front of everybody else, but they will talk to me that way because that's what I prefer. I prefer just honest, whether it hurts my feelings or not. I would rather you be honest than paint up some truth. But not everybody's like that. Some people like to have their ego stroked in one way or another, and they'd rather not be offended by the reality that they face.
So tell me an honest truth that's going to offend me and hurt my feelings. Tell me something that's honest and hurtful, please.
Why would I do that? That's just malicious nonsense. Why would I do that? I don't know what you've heard about me. But
I was kind of curious. I was curious to see what you would come up with.
I don't roast people. You are a lovely individual. You have been helpful to me. I really cannot find anything negative to say about you. Sorry.
You don't roast people ever? Do you like roasts? Because some roasts are great.
Okay. I do roast people to my friends nearby. Like I will people watch and talk mad shit, but I don't roast them for everyone to hear. You know, like a roast or just try to bash somebody, try to get some laughs. I don't generally do that. I might do that with maybe some heckler, but that's a rarity. That's a rarity for me to do that.
Do you know that I accidentally heckled at my very first comedy show?
You didn't accidentally heckle nothing.
I did heckle. I was a heckler.
I know.
We've talked about this.
Yes, we talked about it. And I told you ahead of time not to do that, but you did anyway. You did anyway because you couldn't help yourself. It's got to be about Amber. I don't care if you're on stage. Just Ambrosia time. I want to talk about this.
Yeah. See, now is the time for you to make some narcissist jokes. I can handle it.
No, I can't do that. That's as far as I went. That's the most honest thing that's probably a little negative about you that I could say.
That I'm a narcissist?
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
I did say that.
You said that. I didn't say that. I did say it was all about you at a comedy show. You're probably drinking a little bit and things were funny, you're feeling good, and you were like, hey, he's talking to me right now. She's talking to me. I've got to respond.
Yeah, pretty much how it went down.
And that happens. Actually, what's offensive to me in that way is if I bring somebody that they think that they can talk during a show because they know me. I'm like, no, just because you know a comedian means you need to shut up even more. But it's bad for people that are funny or comedians that are seeing something that they don't like on stage. It's hard to contain the 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 disdain from what may be happening on stage. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but I know, like, just being with comedians, there's some stuff that'll be going on, and it's like you got to talk trash about it to whoever you're nearby, and it's just like, yo, this is terrible, and this is why, and they agree or they go along with it, But when it gets too nasty, then it's like, oh, okay, this isn't fun. But if you're talking about like we were talking earlier, if somebody's talking about some rape joke or some I'm an atheist and I'm much better than Christians joke, it's just like, okay, what you're saying right now has been done to death. Everybody's done it. Maybe you should do a little research before you think that you cornered the market on this particular ideology. Especially when other people have done the same thing. It's like,
who are your
20,
favorite comedians?
Whew, that's a rough list. Are you talking local, all time, living, dead? And because right now, one of my favorites is Dave Chappelle. Another one of my favorites is a person you may not know, Brett Ernst. But I like him not only how he treats people, but how funny he is with his real life stuff. I love Patton Oswalt, Jim Gaffigan, fantastic. Brian Regan, the late great Patrice O'Neill, Greg Giraldo. These guys passed away of not natural causes. There's some local guys that I love. Brad Upton, Susan Jones, Susan Rice, Gabriel Rutledge. Those are local guys that I mean, it's just fantastic comedians. So it's like there's a lot of comedians out there that I actually love their stuff, and it's like I get excited when I get a chance to watch them again. There's a person that I missed just recently, Daniel Dugar. He's out of San Francisco. I missed him because I was doing some shows, and I was like, I wish I got a chance to see him. Probably one of the greatest comedians I've gotten to work with and observe.
Where do you love to perform? Where are your favorite places?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I love a kind of a small town bar room that does comedy once a year. It's probably my favorite place to do comedy, or a place that just rarely does it and they're just hungry for it. That's
so like a dive
favorite.
bar?
Sometimes the dive bars, but no, it's just like it's more like a comedy show that they put together that the town has been waiting 6 months to happen at their dive bar or their little place. Those are my favorite shows because those people really, really want comedy, and there's no heckling, and they eat everything up, and they listen and pay attention and appreciate and want to see you again. Those are my favorite shows, and I've gotten to do some of those road shows, and just phenomenal.
We have a question. How did you get into comedy?
Oh, how did I get into comedy? Well, I've been circling comedy since the 1900s, but I didn't get on stage until about 2004. Basically, the first time I ever did.
What happened in 2004?
2004, a fantastic. Oh, he's one of my favorites too. Ralph Porter. He's doing big things now. He used to host at a lot of different shows around here, but he moved down to California a few years ago, and just killing the game. Love him. He saw me because when I was talking about that place that I took pictures at, there's this club called The Loft, and it used to be not too far from your place. It used to be on the corner of Pacific and whatever that is, right off of the 509. It was like right on that corner. And I was working there. And while I was working there, I was emceeing. And I got the job emceeing because I won the amateur Chippendale contest so many times. And they gave me the opportunity to be the MC. It wasn't because that I was actually good. It was just I worked the system. Because every Friday was ladies' night. And they'd have an amateur Chippendales contest. And this amateur Chippendales contest, you could take off your shirt, but you could not take anything down, waist down. So you had 30 seconds to shake what your mama gave you to get the crowd hyped up. And the winner would get a $50 bar tab. And, it was basically a crowd participation thing. And all my other friends that we hung out with, they all won. And I didn't until one day I figured out the game. And so what I did was went around to every female in the club. And I mean every female. I didn't care if she was with somebody, with a group of friends. Hey, my name is Amos. I am going to do this competition. If I win, I might get you a drink, but please cheer for me. No matter what, please cheer for me. And I would go around the whole club up until that contest. And so when I got up there, I would do whatever corny thing I was going to do. And then they'd be cheering for me because I asked them to do it. And they did. Some of them actually liked me. Some of them just did it because of whatever. And then I won. Then the second time I did it, I finished strong with a one-handed handstand with my shirt off. Yeah. Then they were like, oh! And then I did stuff like that every week. And so because I was going around talking to all the female, getting them hyped up, and then won. Then they were like, yo, you are great as a host. We want you to MC the club and do what you normally do here, but we want you to do it every night. So I got hired to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, hyping it up. So Friday was the amateur Chippendale contest. So while these dudes are doing it, I'm clowning on them a little bit, making fun of whatever, telling my little stupid jokes that I thought were good and original at the time, like one of the ones I always said all the time. I was like, look at this dude in his tight pants. You could tell that he's like Gatorade. He's like, is it in you? Because that was like the slogan back in the 1900s. Is it in you?
Oh.
Yeah. Is it? So I would
that joke wasn't funny.
At the time, yeah, it was good. No, definitely not funny now. It would get a reaction. That was the important thing. And then I would banter with the DJ. At the time, that was DJ Faze. He's on iHeartRadio, doing big things now with that. Producing music, doing great things. Anyway, so after I was doing my corny little jokes, Ralph Porter was like, yo, you're funny. You should try some comedy. Here's my card. All right. I'm fine where I'm at. Yeah. Because I had done stand-up before and it was too hard. I couldn't think of good material. I was like you. I'd rather heckle than tell jokes. That's my thing is. I'd rather be in the moment. Well, after I met him, I would say maybe 2 months later, that club, because the guy that owned that club had a couple other clubs, and they were doing a Christmas party. And so at this Christmas party, they had some comedians there at the Tacoma Underground. And it used to be, I don't know what it is now, some kind of building, but it was on that exit, the exit that goes you go down that street in Tacoma and then you go right up to the exit. It's like around the corner from, Dorky's. You know where Dorky's is?
Yes, but I know where Dorky's is.
But you drive past Dorky's and you go straight to the freeway. No, down the hill.
Oh, down the hill. Okay.
You're going down the hill, past Dorky's is on your left, and you keep on going straight through the light. That on-ramp right there.
Yes.
Okay. So the club used to be at that building on the right-hand side. Comedy Underground was there. On top was a club. Well, he had owned these two places and another place. And so anyway, he was having a Christmas party for all the peoples that worked for all his clubs at this place. So, and then it was like watching the comedians. I was like, these fools ain't funny. I'm funnier than these fools. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. And Ralph Porter was like, yo, you got to stay. I will make you laugh. All right, bet. Make me laugh. I'll stay. And then he made me laugh. He made me laugh right off the bat. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. All right. Finally, somebody funny up here, And then after the show, he talked. He's like, remember, I gave you my card, blah, blah. You should try it. This is what you need to do. He told me, write some stuff down and just come to the open mic and try it out. And that's what I did. Took me about a month to try to put together some stuff that I thought was funny. In fact, I think that recording is somewhere around my very first stand-up in a club. Because I did stand up once before in like 96 at a school. My friends were graduating, the kids were graduating from the same elementary school I went to. So I grabbed the mic and I'm sitting there talking to these kids for like 15 minutes. And I didn't get laughs until I started making fun of the principal. But by that time they were like, "Oh, give me that microphone! Yeah, stop making fun of Miss Mosier." I'll never forget that lady's name. Anyway, so the night that I finally went, I told my friends, and it was like hardly anybody at that particular open mic. It was basically all my friends. Not all my friends, but my friends that came were all there. Like my son's mom was there, her sister, a few other people. My friend Kayla, she was out. She brought whoever she was dating, and I think was Jenny out there that time. I forgot. I think Jenny and Tony, a few other people. Anyway, there was like 15 people that came out to see me, and I thought I did. Oh, Will was there, and the girl he was banging at the time. I forgot her name. Yeah. So that was my first time up. And I felt like I did good. But it was my friends hearing me say stuff that I said before, but it was organized. I think I was talking about going down on a girl and getting a random hair on my throat.
You're always talking about eating pussy. That's your thing.
It is. It really is my thing. I love doing it. And so I got jokes about it. I got jokes about some bad stuff. Oh wait, my green screen. That's not. Got to see my.
Is that what it is? Is that a green screen behind
you?
you?
Yeah. It's my green screen. I got this for stuff like that. Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to make like a cityscape or something when you have a green screen?
Yeah, but I didn't know how to do it with this app. This is the first time I got on the app.
Oh, I think there's a way. I don't know how to do it either.
Yeah. So, so that particular night was a lot of fun, and my friends encouraged me to do it again, and I did do it again when they weren't all around, and I did not do terribly. I did different material, and that was like before I had my kid, before I hooked up with his mom. I think we had banged it out a couple times, but that was about it. But yeah, I realized that's what I wanted to do, but it wasn't to the point where, okay, I'm doing stand-up forever now. It was just like, okay, that was fun. Bucket list, check, And then I would, write some jokes and try them out. And I would do that every few months. But not until my son was born did I say, oh, okay, now I need to actually try to see if I can make this work. And so I listened to some comedians, and we worked some stuff out, and I got some jokes, and wound up getting hired to be a regular MC at a club. And that was like 2006. And so I've been a paid comedian all my son's life.
How much money do you get paid to do a show?
Depends on the show. And I'm getting better, and I'm getting more money. So it really depends on the show, unfortunately. Because some shows, like the most I've ever been paid for a show was $700, and that was just me, and that was great. It was absolutely fantastic. One of the most fun shows I got was like the first time I opened for what's his name? Oh, damn it! The dude that was on Saturday Night Live. Oh, no, In Living Color. Damn it. Tommy Davidson. at the time, that was the most I was ever paid for. I got $300 for 5 minutes.
Oh boy.
And yeah, that was huge.
How did you land the gig?
I think Ralph Porter had referred me, and they were like, "Yeah, let's have him do it." They liked my material, and yeah, I think part of it was more one of those hustle shows where it's like you. So yeah, I got $300 for it, but I had to sell so many tickets. So basically, I worked for my own money and a chance to perform. But I got to perform with the Moore Theater and Tommy Davidson. It's on my little comedy resume now. But I've worked with other famous acts, and so it's nice. But it's just something to talk about. It wasn't like it got me anywhere. It did anything special for me. But I've got a friend that just moved to Vegas who is going to line up some stuff for me. So we'll see where it goes. I mean, I can't do full-time comedy right now till the kid is 18. So I've got another 3.5 years to make sure he's straight before I do my thing. So
then do you want to go after it? Do you want to travel around the world and do comedy?
I literally do. I want to travel around the world. I want comedy to pay for my travels and my lifestyle. Not just comedy. I've got other entertainment type things that I'm working on. So, but that's definitely one of the things I want to happen. I want to go to Scotland and Ireland and Japan and all those places paid for by comedy. I do not want to be staying in the United States for that. Yeah, I mean, I'll work wherever, but if I get paid the big bucks to travel, I don't care if it's on a cruise line, resorts, military. I don't care. I want to travel and do comedy. Yeah.
Would you need to get an agent for that? I mean, who would book your shows?
Probably an agent, or because I still need to network to be able to get to that point. But I'm not I'm not chasing comedy fully right now. I'm still working on my material, working on my voice, building up my material, and so I'm ready. So as soon as it's time, I'm like, okay, now I'm available to do any show wherever. So that's the game plan. That's the game plan. So right now I'm trying to do the book thing, do the comedy thing, try to do some acting here and there. Got to be in some movies, so I'm going to do more. And I've got script ideas that I need to work on. So I've got a lot of entertainment stuff, but I can't, because I've got to pay for this house and make sure he's got health insurance, and clothes and food, all that kind of that stuff comes first, and that unfortunately takes a lot of my time.
How do you make your living? What do you do professionally?
Professionally, well, I do several things professionally. The mainstay of my money is I'm an iron worker. I'm a union iron worker, so that's what I do. That's what gives me my pension, annuity, insurance, weekly money to pay the bills. Then I do a little bit of DJing. Haven't been doing much of that in the past year and a half. And I do comedy, and that gives me some money when I'm working more regularly. So I've got a team that I work with. Plus, my friend Susan Jones was taking me on the road like twice a month because she has other people that she mentors also. But she would take me out and making decent money doing that. So that's the combination of things. And so I need to make that money to be able to invest and try to make more money.
So
I know that gets you excited every time I say invest. I'm learning about it. Yes. I'm doing it all myself. But there are people that I know that have a financial advisor.
I don't like financial advisors. Nobody needs a financial advisor. Alex has a question.
People do need financial advisors.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I think some people do. Some people do, because if they're okay, so just basically, if you don't have the time to look up everything and do everything, then it's good to pay somebody to do that for you. Yes, it costs money. Yes, they're probably raping you, taking some of your stuff, but they're still making you some money. They're still helping you out and putting you in a good direction. They're not useless. They are helpful to a certain extent. Could you do it yourself and make more money? Yes. Is it their professional thing? Like there's lots of people that can weld, but they still pay me to do it. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
My school of thought for the financial advisor thing is especially with your money, is that you should have a plan for your money and you should know the ins and out of how you're investing. And besides that,
Right.
I'm a control freak. So, but then again, my investment strategy is rather simple. It's not a complicated investment strategy. Would I love to connect with people that are smarter than me that could teach me things? Absolutely. But I never want to be the kind of person that just hands over things and says, you go ahead and take care of it.
Well, but I mean, if you have the time, then it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, I mean, just like anything else, like you can clean your own house, but sometimes to make more money, you got to pay somebody else to do it. To free up some of your time. That's what
That's
the
true.
wealthier people do. They outsource things. Like I forgot the dude's name, but I was listening to Tim Ferriss Experiment, and there was a guy that was like, if you can pay somebody less than you, okay, there are people that you can pay less to do the same thing. It will cost you more to do. Does that make sense? If
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. So it's like, so I think the same thing with financial advising. If you've got other things going on that you don't want to occupy all your time with, I mean, yeah, you got to pay attention to this stuff and weigh their advice or whatever. But if you can pay somebody to do it, like me, I should be paying somebody to clean up my house so I can do all the other things that I need to do. But I don't yet. I'd rather have a little bit messy house because it's still worth it for me to do it. I don't want to spend that money where I could spend it on something else. So, but
Amos,
I'm eventually going to get to that point.
what does your son think of you being a comedian? Is he supportive of it? Does he like it?
I do. I see the question. I do not have a partner. Single life, single dad. What? I don't know what this means, but whoop, whoop. Anyway, he loves it because in fact he. The funniest thing I overheard him saying, because he was talking some trash to some of his friends online, and they're calling him mean or something like that. I only heard his end of it. He's like, "What are you talking about? I'm not mean." But you have to understand, I was raised by a comedian, and I was like, "You're still being raised by a comedian. You're not grown yet." So, but since he was young, when he was real young, he wanted to perform too. And in fact, there were several shows that I had to bring him to. Like I was at like Tacoma Comedy Club back in the day. They would allow me to bring him for the open mic, and he would like sit up close and record me. And he's done that several shows when he was a lot younger. He got to a point where he didn't want to do it anymore, or there were times where I couldn't. But there were times where I had to bring him to the show, and I would dress him like me, and he would be well mannered and help me with the sound or record me and everything. So he's gotten to see me for his whole life doing comedy, which is what I wanted and why I pushed so hard to do it more when he was a baby. So that's all he knows is me doing comedy. I mean, he likes some of the other stuff I've done, but he respects and likes that. And he likes my sense of humor, and he actually steals my jokes.
He
Quite
steals your
frankly,
jokes.
he steals my jokes and does
Especially,
them better. He gets a bigger laugh from my jokes. It's upsetting. I will literally, we will be in a gathering of friends, and I will say something and maybe get a chuckle. 5 minutes later, he'll repeat the damn thing, and everybody laughs to the point where they're falling on the ground. I'm like, I just said that. He stole my joke. Why? And they're like, oh, he did it better. You guys are being assholes right now. Assholes. But he does steal my jokes. That is not an exaggeration. That is not a lie. He steals my jokes, and he does well with them. It's like little girls be around and they'll be like, "Oh, you're Zoran's dad? Oh my God, he is so funny, huh?" I'm the comedian. That's my Amos Mack comedy shirt that he's wearing like right now. I'm the funny one. Me. No. Anyway. Oh,
William wants to know if you've ever thought about writing for other comedians. Why is there a reverberation? Do you hear me echoing?
no, I don't. I've got my headphones on, so it doesn't sound like that to
I
me.
have mine. I have mine on too.
Hmm.
So I don't know. But anyways, William wants to know, have you ever thought about writing for other comedians?
Yeah, I have thought about it, and eventually I will probably do that at some point. Like if I do some stuff out in LA, I will get a writing gig, and I will write for other comedians. It is an actual part of the industry where lesser known comedians will write for bigger comedians, or help out because you got to write jokes in their voice. So it takes a particular talent to be able to do that. I'm all about me, so I can't do it right now. I mean, I probably could because there are certain things because of my character, who I portray myself as. I don't want to do some of the other things that may be suggested for me because that's a part of comedy where comedians will hear your act and suggest things that might add to it. And if it fits your character, you can take it or leave it, and sometimes it does. Like I used to not used to. I still got to work it out. It's still evolving. But I do a joke about saying I'm not fuckable. I mean, some people want to make love to me. They want to have sex with me, but I'm not like fuckable. Like you see me and just like, oh, I've got to fuck that dude. I've got to. I have a dad vibe. Look at my car. Well, at the time when I was doing, I was like, look at my car. It's a hybrid. You don't get wet over a hybrid. No, yeah. You don't want to just.
I do.
Let's
I
fuck in the
love my
hybrid.
Prius. My Prius is the best.
Oh yeah, but it gets you excited. You're like, hey baby, let's do it in the Prius right now. Let's pull over in a spot where the solar panel can get battery charged, and let's do it. I mean, if you got a Tesla, okay, maybe, yeah, because those are kind of hot. But Prius, nah. Even band nerds are like, no, we're not doing it there. Let's go behind the benches or something. I'm not getting caught dead in that thing. No, it's not hot. If you got a hybrid with a car seat in the back, is that making a girl excited? No. She's like, he's probably got a stable income. I could probably go out to ladies' night and try to get some nudity while he's watching my kid. Maybe that's what that says. But it's not like making me fuckable. No, I want to make a woman growl. I want that. They don't do that for me. They're like, I wouldn't kick him out of bed. He's probably a teddy bear. He's nice and fluffy. Probably a good hugger. Do you
think most women are attracted to teddy bears versus like gym dudes? You go to the gym though.
No, not anymore. I haven't gone to the gym since COVID. I do home workouts. I realized I was wasting my money.
It was like you just told me there's no God. It's like, you don't go to the gym. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I've got home stuff, and I'd rather do my home stuff because
but when you're at home, you're by yourself.
Yeah, I love me. I am the best company I've ever had.
Yeah, clearly.
I'm trying to do more stretching and yoga. At my age, stretching is more important than strength and fat burning. So I'm working on that more.
Amos, I've been growing a belly.
Good for you.
I'm very proud of it. It's
I'm growing
squishy. I roll it around.
I'm growing basil and cilantro, but you grow that belly.
I'm growing a belly. It's a little food baby.
Well, when people start asking you how far along are you, then you might have to start going back to the gym. Apparently, wait, doesn't that place have a gym? Have you been going to the gym
here? I have been going to the gym. I didn't go today though. I've been going probably 3 days a week. Sometimes I go to the gym and eat junk food while I'm at the gym, and I watch other people work out.
I was just talking to a friend of mine about that day where you had the more transparent when you were wearing leggings instead of pants,
Oh yeah, that was miserable. And so like, yep.
I am so glad you shared that with me.
I wear underwear now because of that. I mean,
ma'am, let me help you with the leg spreaders. Let me there's
oh my
a better way
gosh.
to see. No, you gotta hold your. Let me help you with the squats, ma'am. Ma'am, let me help you with this.
That was an embarrassing day. I thought I was so popular. I was like, wow, all these guys are staring at me. And I couldn't figure it out until the lady was like, oh yeah, your pants are see-through and you're showing the entire gym your hoo-ha.
Yeah, I
that
remember because I'm
was
sitting there
embarrassing.
looking at the ceiling, just like, oh my God, Amos, guess what just happened? I'm like, what? What? I want to see now. I didn't even get a show. I didn't. You were like, oh, this happened, but I'm not showing you.
No, I was actually embarrassed.
Actually, every time since then, I take a walk through the gym. I would take a walk through the gym before I started my workout, just in case I saw something that I wanted to, see better. Yeah. Otherwise, I went to my workout after I walk around. Yeah. No, nothing showing. No nipples. No coochie. No. Okay, I'll go work out now. Yeah.
See, now you're missing out on all of that entertainment because you work out at home.
That's true. Oh, and part of it too. My ex was going to that gym, and I just got to a point where I couldn't see her no more. I couldn't actually.
Wait, the dead ex?
No.
Your dead ex?
No. I see dead. What do I look like? Bruce Willis to you right now? I see dead people. Oh.
You look like Bruce Willis with melanin. That's my buzzword, melanin. Melanin.
He does not have this nose. This is a schnozola. Oh.
You have a white people nose.
I have a Jewish nose.
Is that no? Jewish noses are more of like the big beaky. You have a little tiny button nose. You have a small nose.
I actually had a chick tell me she liked me because of my nose.
You have a great nose. It's very like
my nose makes you want to suck my penis? That's weird.
What did she say to that?
Yeah, no, she just stuck by her guns. But it was a terrible experience. And well, okay, yeah, it was a terrible experience, but yeah, I had to get through it and get out.
Get in and get her done.
Yeah, I had to do that. Yeah.
Have you ever walked out of have you ever been about ready to hit it with a girl and then you're just like, no, I can't do this, and you just get up and leave?
Yes, for different reasons.
Okay, tell me the reasons. I need to know this.
One reason was because like when my son's mom was alive, he had called and because I dropped him off like 8 a.m. It was like a Saturday, and somewhere around 4:00, he was like, "Dad, please pick me up. Please pick me up. I don't want to be here no more. So I was like, sorry, gotta go. My kid's calling. And yeah, had to kick her out. Pants were all off. She was moist, ready to go. I was about to do work, and then I got the phone call, and I was like, sorry, gotta go. But no, my son's.
That's why I don't. That's why women should never date single parents.
Well, I mean, guys shouldn't, for example, but it's like being that I was raised by a single parent and friends with single parents. So when I became it's old hat, So it's fine when he's sleeping, you come over, old booty call. That was fine. That worked out, But then it got to a point where he's too old for that to happen. I don't have sleepovers anymore because yeah. Some girls are a little too loud, and he tried to ignore, but he was like, "No, Dad, no." I'm like, "All right, either her house or not here."
So are you doing online dating?
No, no. I'm actually more concentrated on my money right now. I'm literally would rather spend time making money one way or another than trying to date. It's not cost effective.
That's smart.
Well, I mean, I wish I had understood this earlier, and I'd be way further along. So if a girl doesn't want to interfere with my money, and she understands she's like third place in my life, well, maybe fourth. Oh no! I'm not joking. This is my priorities: myself, my son, comedy, and then other things. And
so you're going to be single forever.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Well, not forever, but I'm definitely not going to like date and have a committed relationship. That's a waste of time.
Have you had success at dating and being not committed? Does that work?
Well, let me put it this way. I would rather have friends that we occasionally have sex than a committed relationship or somebody that's like a booty call. I would rather have benefits with friends, not friends with benefits. Does that make sense? I'd rather hang out with somebody that I enjoy their company, and then maybe we have sex, maybe we don't, than the other.
I call bullshit. You know why?
Why?
Because you're one of those men that has feelings.
I do. But unfortunately, my feelings make me more polyamorous in thinking than anything else. My feelings won't go away. If I love somebody, I love them. They have to do some pretty awful stuff for me to slowly stop loving them, but I still will love them a little bit. Like even my ex, terrible person. I still have love for her. Like after we broke up, she was being a terrible person. I still would help her out, talk to her, share jokes with her, because there were lots of things that I loved about her, but I did not like how she treated me. And I love me too much to be treated badly. And there are other people that it's like, okay, you will have sex with me for trying to get something out of me. That's fine, but I'm not wasting a lot of time dealing with you. You are prioritized, Hey, help me move and I'll bang you. And I'm like, no, I'd rather not move your furniture. I'd rather not do that. I mean, sex is probably good, but it's too much of my day. It's too much of my day.
You know what's so funny though is you're the kind of friend that if a person called you and said, "Hey, will you please help me move?" you will help that person because you're that kind of person. I remember there was a time where I was like, "Hey, my car battery died, Amos. Remember?" And I was like, "Will you please help me?" And you drove your happy ass across town to come help me. And then I promised you I would take you out to lunch, and I never did.
Yeah. I'm glad you remembered, but I don't care. If there's somebody that I appreciate them, I will help them if I can. If I can't, I can't. If it's in my power, I can do it. If I can't, I can't. Simple as that. And I don't do it for anything. I mean, it's wonderful if people follow through with it, as they say, but it doesn't change what I want to do because the kind of person that I want to be. And so when I do stuff like that, I teach my son subtly that that's a good way to behave. And he picks up on it, and he's literally a better person than me.
So I want to go back to the polyamorous statement that you made.
Oh, okay.
Because polyamory to me is really confusing.
It is confusing because it has to be just like people with pronouns and transgendered and everybody's perception of how they want to be loved and love is different. You cannot pigeonhole everything.
So what's your definition of polyamory? What does that mean to you?
Loving many. That's pretty much it.
So you want to be a slut?
Well, technically I already am, but I don't think there's anything wrong with sharing your love or being promiscuous. I've even went to some sex clubs and group sex stuff, and it's not for me.
I have a sex club story.
Oh, really? I want to hear yours. I'm not going to tell you mine.
Do you want to hear it?
But I do.
I'm going to tell you mine because mine really isn't okay. So So when I was a single person, right after I got divorced, and I was married for 17 years. So for me,
I'm glad
going from a 17-year relationship to being single, I was having a really hard time.
You're like
finding
dicks,
anybody to have. No, that's
I love dicks.
No, it wasn't like that.
Gold dick, blue dick, green dick, brown dick. I'm sorry, go on.
It wasn't quite that bad.
You're lying. You're lying.
No,
and
I'm
I don't
not.
care.
No, I am not. It was, but I did do my fair share experiment. But
You know how many women I've banged after shows that just were talking about, oh, I just got divorced. Give me some. I've never had funny dick before. I've had black dick, but I didn't have funny black dick. I want funny black dick tonight. Yeah.
Oh, my cheeks are hurting. No. But so I experienced this interesting phenomenon, Amos. I'm being serious here, very serious. I couldn't get anybody to sleep with me when I was single. I know it sounds weird. You would think that I would have no problem, but no, I had a problem with it. And so
I swear, if I wasn't in my frame of mind, I would have totally tried to hit you. I was like, boom, come on, get some. But I'm like,
no.
I totally would have.
Guys did not want to have sex with me. It was the weirdest thing. So I had these friends that were more modern, and they were swingers, and so they told me, they said, well, if you want to have sex, just go to the sex club there's an event that's happening at this hotel in Tacoma. You just need to go to this hotel, go up to the 4th floor, and you should be good to go. So I was curious, so I was like, okay, I'm going to drive to this hotel. I drove to the hotel. I get up to the 4th floor, and there's nobody there. So I call my friend. I was like, I'm on the 4th floor. There's nobody there. And she was like, oh, maybe it's the 3rd floor. Go to the 3rd floor. So I went to the 3rd floor, and the elevator opens, and there's all of these people that are standing in the hallways, and they're wearing robes, like
oh wow,
silky pajama kind of, you know what I mean?
Like eyes wide shut, but no masks.
Yeah, it was weird, right? So I get out, and I'm wearing, at that time I was like in really good shape, and I'm 35 years old, and and I go out into the hallway, and I get stopped by this old man and this old woman, and they're like, "Excuse me, can we help you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just here to look." And they're like, "Well, where's your bracelet?" And I said, "What do you mean, my bracelet?" And they said, "You need a bracelet."
Volunteer help.
I was like,
good.
I was like, oh, well, I don't have a bracelet. And they're like, well, you can't be here. And I was like, are you seriously kicking me out of this place? And I'm looking around, and everybody looks old and ugly. And I was like, well, then this is not the right place for me anyway. And so then I was like, and I left.
Well, if you don't want this hot tail, old man.
That's how I felt about it. That's what I was. So then I was like, okay. I was like, I have got to figure this out. So I left the sex club, and then I was like, I can do this Tinder thing. So I get on the Tinder thing, and I messaged this young soldier that I'd been talking to, and I was like, what are you doing? And it was like midnight, and he was like, I'm just hanging out. What are you doing? I was like, I'm just driving around. He's like, do you want to come over? And I was like, yeah. So then that's another story. We don't need to get into that. But I managed to get it.
Well, I've been to several. Well, good for you. I'm glad you finally got some.
I did. I was very proud of myself.
Well, I've turned down more than I've gotten.
I did a lot too.
But I've had some fun in some situations. But I realized the lifestyle wasn't really for me, because it was like one time it was like a couple in the room, and everybody's doing their own thing, and I'm on the bed, this other couple's over there, and then me and this chick are on the bed, and then they move from where they're at to the bed, and you don't realize how big somebody is until they're up close and naked.
Like big as in fat?
No, just big. This dude had to be 6'4", next to my 5'7" self, and his hog was big. It was big. It was intimidating, and that was fine because it's like I watch porn, you know, I'm okay, you know, and then his knee touched me. Only freezing cold has made me shrivel up faster. Yes. Yes.
So then he's got this giant thing, and yours is shriveled up, and it looks like a pea.
Oh, I was still banging with a softie, but yeah, it definitely was gone.
You were
I was
banging with a softie.
I was scissoring this woman at this point. Okay. No, I wasn't licking. I was scissoring. I was still pumping, but my thing and her thing were like two clitorises banging back and forth. So it was like a floppy vulva and a nice vulva. My scrotum and yeah, it was just like I was scissoring. We were scissoring at that point, and somehow she orgasmed or faked one. I don't know, but everybody, oh! And then I was just like, I gotta go.
How did you get involved in sex clubbing? Like, how did that become a thing?
Well, well, it's a long story. But the short of it was, the short of it is basically I told a friend, and we used to be a part of the same religious organization, and then we both were out of it, and then we happened to be hanging out in Seattle one time, and we were talking about different things, and then we came across oh, you're interested in this. Oh, I'm interested in this. And then so she invited me to a function out in Seattle, and it was more, yeah, it was basically a people of color sex club. that
it was a racist.
No,
it was racist sex club.
No, it wasn't racist. It was culturally biased, just like the white ones are. But anyway, that's besides the point. Oh yeah, it was definitely culturally biased. Yes.
Cultural bias is different than racism.
Yes, very much different. It's completely different.
Tell me why. I need to know this.
Well, first of all, racist, by definition, you have to have a system of power that oppresses another group because of their ethnicity. First of all. Second of all, society will help that system function. And then you wind up creating disenfranchised people that are not agreeable to that racist mentality. And they will be culturally biased against that because they don't have the power to enforce their cultural, what's the word I'm looking at? Disenfranchisement. And so that is the difference. That is the major difference. You can be culturally biased over anything. Racist is very, very specific, very powerful, very controlling. Cultural bias could be any group that you decide that you don't like for whatever. It's a bias. You prefer this. It doesn't necessarily mean you hate or think you're better than. It's just different. That's just my assessment of it. Other people will disagree, but when you're in a society like ours, there's a lot of you people talk, and that causes that disenfranchisement. And yes, there is a different kind of thing where a different group of people will try to band together to support each other over that oppression that they're all receiving.
So, okay.
There's lots of different types of cultural bias. Racist is pretty specific, but most people that have not had to experience it don't comprehend it because it's not something that they understand. You have to live it.
Racism is confusing to me.
Yes, it's very confusing. And it's funnier when you go to another country and you see some people try to use their racism the same way that they do in the United States elsewhere. It's so deflating. I'm not going to tell you that story, but I've watched it and it's just like, well, okay, that's very very interesting. You really do have to have a system that helps oppress for somebody to have that power.
So going back to sex.
So yeah, so I was at that club, and that particular night was very very interesting because there was a little bit of everything to sample, everything from cutting to tying up to caging to dancing to uh, demonstrations of bondage. Um, there was a few other things, and that's one of the places that they had the names, her and his, and you have to put your pronouns on there and everything, and then nobody followed it. It was goofy as all get out.
So this must be recently then, because the gender
No,
pronoun movement is.
it was a couple of years. It was a couple of years ago. No, the gender pronoun thing has been going on longer than society caught onto it. Before the media caught onto it, it's been going on already. It just got a little bit of fever. I've never agreed with it, but that's just me. Anyways, this particular one was with my friend, and it was like I already had a long day because I get up at 4 a.m, so I had a long day, and then when I get there, it's like 11 o'clock, and things don't start getting going until like 2 o'clock. By this time, I'm getting a little tired. Then a woman gets in this dog cage naked, and it gives me this horrible flashback that I just couldn't be there anymore. So that was okay. So one of my closest friends was murdered by being burnt alive in a dog cage at her house. The anniversary of her murder is like this weekend, so it's fresh on my mind. So when we talk about the story, it was just like, so seeing a lady in a dog cage made me viscerally depressed and almost vomit sick kind of thing. I've got to get the fuck out of here kind of situation. But I missed out on an opportunity because, of course, everybody started banging after I leave. I was just like, what kind of shit is that? We could have been banging from 11 o'clock. Why wait till 2:30 and I left at 2:25, Bullshit.
Why do you think people need such weird things in order to get off? Like a woman in a dog cage? How is that even an attractive thing?
It's a slippery slope.
Or even making somebody like hanging them with their, like, as I've seen some bondage stuff, and some of that's, it's really, and it's supposed to be all like an art. It's an art. It's not an art. It's just fucking weird. I have other shit that I'd rather be doing.
If you've seen them, the way they do these knots, artfully doing these knots in such a way where it doesn't hurt the person, but still you suspend them and hold them in positions, and the compassion with the person doing the tying to the person that was being tied up, checking on them, seeing how it felt, how they were feeling, what was going on with them, and then it was different than I've seen, but at the same time, it was like I could see the compassion between these two partners doing this. Now, what was weird was people getting off on getting needles stuck underneath their skin, without bleeding, needle play, and then doing beautiful artwork with all that kind of stuff, tying other ropes around with it, and somebody else doing some other stuff. It was just, there was a lot of shit going on, and that's not what made me lose it. It was the dog cage. But I've been to the what used to be the culture of sex positive out in Seattle, when that was a thing out there. Actually did a comedy show there. That was interesting. But not until I went down to Portland, a place called Club Pravada, did I really start experiencing the culture a little bit more. I go in there, and it was one of those nights where they allowed single guys, because usually they only allow so many single guys on so many night, unsponsored. and I happened to find it because a stripper friend told me about it. So anyway, long story boring. I go, and when I get in there, a couple of the volunteers, helpers, could tell that I was new and befriended me, talked to me, explained some things. Older dude, and so he was telling me what was going on and how it worked. Then his girl came over and her friend came over, and then come to find out she lived in real close to me. So she wound up banging some other dude that was, being taught the ropes and whatever. She banged him out there and then gave me her card and says, "Hey, let's get together another time." So I was like, cool. And so she was slowly trying to work me up to other things, So we did this, that, and then added another person, Then when the two came with that big dude, I was just like,
big dude.
when the big dude, I was just like, I don't think this is for me.
Yeah.
There's something about another penis so close to me that just, mm-mm, mm-mm. I mean,
You're like, good. I'm good.
No, I was just like, yeah, banging on a softie, yo.
That's
banging on a softie. I had a job to finish. I had a job to finish. Okay, had a job to finish. I did not do that. I did not do that. We weren't there yet. We weren't there yet. That's more of an intimate thing. That's more of an intimate thing. But yeah.
Sex is funny.
I was about to say, no wonder you don't like it. That face.
I'm sloppy.
You look like a Muppet. You look like a Muppet that got too many cookies, right? That's what you look like.
Do you see my double chin?
No, I didn't.
Right there it is.
Yeah, the Popeye face really helped me see your double chin. Thanks.
That's my sex face. That's my orgasm face.
Wow, you got a lucky guy. A lucky guy. Oh, I've seen some bad old faces. Oh my God, I've seen some. I cannot stand. You know what? Porn has ruined a lot of things for me. After watching porn, I thought, a little bit of talking, a little bit of moaning. Oh yes. I thought that was the thing. No. There are some people that get really, really, really guttural. Get it right there. I've heard that a couple of times. And I'm like, yo, just because those sounds you're making, we can't do this. We can't do this because those sounds right there, those sounds are terrible. Those sounds like somebody's being hurt right now. I mean, I guess when you're banging, somebody is getting hurt. But no, it was not in a good way, not in a fun way. It sounded like somebody was wrestling, for their life. That's what more it was sounding like. Yes, it's terrible.
Do you think that most people watch porn?
Yeah.
What do you think of people that don't watch porn? Do you think they're abnormal?
No, I think they're fine individuals.
Do you think they're sexually repressed?
No, not at all. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not a judgmental person like that. If you like it, you like it. I think everything within in a controlled manner is fine. If somebody wants to be outrageous, that's on you. Yeah.
Do you have a safe word? What's your safe word?
I don't deal with people with safe words. If I need a safe word, I'm not safe with you. I got to try to memorize a word to make you stop. No, don't do things that hurt me. I don't want to be in pain. No. Yeah. Okay. So my safe word is stop that. I don't like it. Those are my words that I use. Yeah. Actually, it's funny because when you're saying
your safe word is not in the butt. That's your safe word. Not in the butt.
No, that goes without saying. Not in my butt. That's not a safe word. That is a non-starter. Not in my butt.
Not in my butt.
Not in my sphincter. No, not you can lick the outside. I'm fine. You can lick the outside, but just nothing in. Nothing.
Yuck. No butt licking.
Well, yeah, you don't even like your coochie licked, so you're already all messed up. But besides, they're like they're like that far apart on a woman. So why would you lick one and the other is bad? No, they're both good to lick. Just wash. It's okay.
So
Just be clean. Wash.
So do you use butt wipes when you go to the bathroom?
No.
Okay, so I have to tell you a secret. It's magical.
I use my tushy. That's what I use. I have a bidet.
Oh, you do?
Yes. So
that's fancy.
It gets a wash, and then I dab it dry with a soft towel, a soft hand towel. I just dab, and I put that in the receptacle, and then I have a clean buttocks for the rest of the day. Yes, and I'm not wasting any paper or causing any contaminants in the sewer system. But yeah, go tell me your story.
That's what I was going to tell you. So
no, I used to be on the butt wipe thing. I used to be on the baby wipe thing, but I didn't discover that. I didn't discover that until I had a baby. I had a baby. I'm cleaning his butt all the time. Then I tried it one day. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. That's good. That felt good. Yeah.
You know what, Amos?
That's also when I realized I like a little light brushing on my sphincter, my balloon knot. I like a little light brushing on. That's when I discovered that. It's just like, ooh, that wasn't a bad experience. That was not bad.
You know what I discovered, Amos? I discovered that I probably have been walking around with shit on my ass for years because I was just a toilet paper user. I just used toilet paper, just normal toilet paper. And then one day I tried the butt wipe after the normal toilet paper. And I was expecting that the butt wipe wouldn't really have anything on it because I had already wiped with toilet paper. But guess what? The butt wipe is a magic. I have been walking around with a dirty butt for years, but not anymore, Amos, because now I am clogging up the sewer systems. I am using the butt wipe.
This is a public service announcement. No matter how pretty a girl is, she's probably got doo-doo on her butt. She's going to be a stank ass no matter how pretty she is. She might have beautiful curls, a nice dress, looking like she's a 1920s hoofer. But no, she's got a dirty ass. She's got a dirty stank ass. Keep
Not anymore though, because I have butt wipes. So now I can show myself in public for sure. Butt wipe saved me.
Yeah, that's when you don't have see-through stuff. So maybe that's what they were looking at the gym. They're like, ew. Is that a dingleberry? Does she have a dingleberry right there? Oh my, hey, dude, well, look at this dingleberry on her asshole right here. She needs some butt wipes.
Yeah.
Does she leave streaks? Does she leave skid marks? Dude, she probably leaves streak marks on your sheets right there with that dirty ass right there.
Do you know that my bedspread is white?
Sometimes.
Right. That's funny. It's really funny. So on that note, my friend, you know how we were talking about, we're only going to talk for an hour today. It's been almost 2 hours.
Time. Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours.
Did we learn anything today? Did we learn anything today?
Yeah, we did.
What did we learn?
That the anus is called a balloon. What did you call it? A balloon
knot. It can be called sphincter or balloon knot. Balloon knot. See, now every time you see a balloon now, you're gonna be like, oh, that kind of does look like my butthole.
I have a balloon knot back there. Yeah. I think that this was a very informative talk, don't you?
We never talked about book writing. We never talked about being an author. We didn't talk all we did was talk about sex stuff.
Yeah. I love that shit. That's awesome.
Oh my goodness. All I can do is imagine you doing just laying on your back and be like, oh, give it to me, Charles. Give it to me. That's great, Charles. That's fantastic. I need a drink of water, Charles. I have no idea what your dude's name is, but he's Charles now.
His name is Ben. Benjamin.
Oh, is that Ben making the comments? Is he like?
Yeah,
Is he
Ben
like across
McCauley. Oh, that's William. He said
that's funny. The leather Cheerio. That's good. So is he like on the other side of the kitchen table saying, "Ooh, I'm gonna do this. Ooh, I'm gonna do this"?
No, he went to the gym. He's supposed to be at the gym. He's probably out in the hallway waiting for us to get done with our lives so we can come back inside the house.
I saw him walking around in the background earlier.
Yeah, he went to the gym. That's where I'm supposed to go. But I told him he's bringing me Subway.
Will, butt has 2 T's. Yeah, thank you.
Ben said, Subway. That's me.
Yay! So what do you what are your Subway? What do you get for your Subway? Oh, he's at the gym. Oh, he's not working out very hard. What are you what are you on the tricycle, the bicycle, or the doing cardio?
He likes the bicycle. He likes the bicycle. Yeah, he does. Babe, will you please leave and go get me some dinner? I'm hungry.
No, let him work out. What's wrong with you?
I didn't go to the gym. If I'm going to be fat, he has to be fat with me.
No. He's got to bang a porker. He's got to bang a porker, and then remind himself. Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah, he's got to make you toot every time he pumps in. Golly.
Well, at least my butt will be clean.
I'm setting myself up for a lot of jokes. Anyway, but I'm not doing them. That reminds me, I've got to look at all my old jokes. I got to rewrite some stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I need to do. Like in this next year, I'm going to be doing some big things. That's all I got to say.
Well, I know that we're going to be talking again because you do have a book that I didn't get to ask you about. And I actually want to talk to you about investing as well. So it's been fun talking about sex, but sex and money are fun. So next time we'll talk about sex, money, and writing.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, because I'm hoping to get an illustrator in the next month.
Have you been on Fiverr?
I have, but for my first book, I need my son to do the illustration. It has to be okay. I will not settle for less than a father-son collaboration.
Got it.
And he's got to finish up with school right now, and then he'll be free to start doing my illustrations, and then we can move on. Yeah.
Is there anything that I can do to help you on your journey?
Well, actually, I am writing a second one. I might try some Fiverr and ask your opinions on that stuff later on.
Perfect.
How many viewers did you get today? Now I'm curious.
I think we got like 2.
Ben and Will? Wait, no, there's a lady that asked a question soon.
Yeah, no, Sally. So Sally is Ben's mom. So my boyfriend's mom was watching today. Listen to my sex club stories. Yeah.
I know. I was like, yeah, she's gonna have a talk with Ben later. She's not for you, Ben.
Yeah, she's gonna tell us to go to church.
What? So you can have sex with there?
No, my boyfriend doesn't like to have sex in public. He's conservative.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, that's fine. That's good. But do you like to have sex in public?
It doesn't do anything special for me. I mean, I've done it.
Oh, I had sex in that the art museum down there. That the TAC. Is that the name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
The glass museum.
No, not the glass museum. The art museum. That's on. Is that Pacific? Yeah.
Why did you have sex? Why did you have sex there?
Why not?
Well, that's a good answer. Well, I don't know. Why not?
It was one of those romantic ideas. I was like, hey, why don't we both take the day off from work, have a us day, go have some breakfast, have some fun, and do some stuff we can do. The kids won't be around. She's like, all right, cool. So we go out to breakfast, we go to the thing, and she liked more public sex. This is the same one with the wine girl. She wanted to do it for some reason. Art made her wet. I don't know. And then we were making out throughout the thing, touching, grabbing, grab ass. Then she's like, let's go to the bathroom. but she was making too much noise and she embarrassed herself. And I was like, it's you. You could have kept your mouth quiet. What you're supposed to. No, anyway. So, no, I'm
Did
not.
you go into the stall to do it?
No, this is one of those family bathrooms with all the room. So if there was a handicapped person, they couldn't shit because we were occupado.
Got it.
Yeah.
So my boyfriend commented again. He said
it was a good time.
He's a prude. He's a prude.
Oh, so no fingers in your butt, huh, Ben?
Oh no. Mm-mm. No. He's very like, that's a square.
Huh? I'm a square. There's nothing wrong with being a square. I'm a square. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I go to bed early. I work on a regular basis. You know, I'm not hip.
You're just a little kinky.
Yeah, just only a little. Yeah, but the kink is a slippery slope. You know, you hook up with that one person that does it to you. It's like most people aren't into spanking, right? And then all of a sudden, well, somebody hauls off and whacks him one good time, and it's ooh.
So I just need to stick a finger up his ass, and he's gonna change.
I'm not saying that. Yo, Ben, you get a finger in the ass. It's not my fault, bro. Not my fault. No. Wow. You got hands. That's open hand fisting. Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong in any group, anywhere. They don't even do that to elephants when they're trying to give them an enema. Okay, you don't.
He's probably like, I'm never coming home. Never.
Oh no, he's coming home with a foot long for you. Maybe exactly a 6 inch.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how much you need.
I really do need a foot long, babe. I need a foot long today.
Yo,
yeah. I'm really hungry.
Yeah, get her a veggie. Get her a veggie with no mayonnaise on it. You know, make her a dry ass sandwich.
No, I like the spicy Italian with sriracha.
And no mayo. She's got a double chin and a pot belly. In fact, make sure they only give half the bread. No, give her a flat wrap. Give her a flat wrap with no gluten.
No.
a gluten-free flat wrap. In fact, no, get her a lettuce wrap with more lettuce inside of it. with sriracha. In fact, don't even give her iceberg. Don't give her iceberg. Give her spinach. Just give her spinach roll. Just spinach rolls.
I love spinach.
Yeah, good for you.
I love spinach.
No, I do too. Spinach is delicious. I'd rather have that than lettuce.
Yeah, lettuce is not good.
Well, it depends on the lettuce.
Before we go,
I know you keep on wanting to get off, and I was like, no.
Too
late. We're staying on.
I have been wanting to get off, but you're just not doing it for me. Did you see what I did there?
It happens. Yeah. I know.
No.
It's okay. You're not doing it for me either. I like girls from the 1940s, not the 20s. Okay.
There's something that's haunting me right now that I need to understand. Do you realize that when you were telling me your sex club story on how you ended up in your very first sex club experience, you told me that you were with this girl that you used to have you both left religious affiliations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what religion were you leaving in order to go be kinky?
All right, folks, that's all for tonight. See you another time here on Gabbing with Ambrosia. Wait, no, I'm gonna do That's my Disney. The Disney Channel. Whoop, whoop.
I love that. I hate your hot button. You're like, nope, we can't talk about this. That's also
Amber putting her butt in Ben's booty hole. Thanks for the sandwich. Boop boop. No, start with.
We'll have to save that for another time, I guess.
Yeah, let's save it for another time because that's a whole different story.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end this live video. Do you have anything you want to say to the one viewer before we go? Oh, I love your shirt. Amos Mack Comedy. That's rad. Do you have a website?
No. I took it down. Well, because it wasn't driving traffic the way I wanted it to. So I decided to revamp it. I still have my my website, but I just haven't been doing anything with it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I get more traction with Facebook than I did with the website.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll probably put it up again, but it takes a lot of work to put up dated material because I'm still working out my act. So I don't want to put. There are so many people trying comedy now that there are a lot of joke thieves. So I'm not putting anything out digitally until I get to a point where I can have a CD or DVD. I was working on like I probably will still do it. I'm gonna do a greatest misses CD of like old material that I won't do anymore. That's like politically incorrect at this point, and I outgrew. So I'm going to do that and try to put that digitally, but we'll see. I've got to remaster stuff and try to redo stuff, and got to make sure that I never want to do it again. I never want to do those jokes live again, and then I'll put it out. So I got stuff I'm working on.
So where can I see you perform next? Where are you going to be next?
Next, well, I'll be at an open mic tomorrow night, and it's a variety show type open mic, and that'll be in Tumwater tomorrow. But I'd rather you come to June 9th. You three people that are there. June 9th, I'll be at Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club off of Hosmer in Tacoma. Super Funny Comedy Club.
I want to go to that place. June 9th. What time?
It's 8:00 show. It's a competition. Funniest motherfucker out there competition. And I'm going up against some real funny dudes. There's at least 2 super funny dudes that are going to be on that night that I don't think you should miss. I really, really feel that. Every week, because they've been doing it for 5 weeks and I'm in the last week, they've had at least 2 hilarious people every week. Other people are bringing it, but I'm talking hilarious people have been on each of these shows. So it's like they kind of stacked it, you know. So the semifinals will be awesome. Hopefully I get to it, but I'm going to be against some tough competition. And in fact, there's one cat there that I hope he goes up before me. I hope to God he goes up before me because I've got a little story about him that I've got to share live. Oh my God!
All right.
No, so it's funny as all shit. June 9th, Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club, funniest MF out there competition, and I am going to bring the funny. You are going to laugh your ass off. You are going to be like, oh, there are comedians that are hilarious from their jokes, and he's not trying too hard, and he's great.
I'm gonna go see it. I'm ending this broadcast. Ready? Bam.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay.